Hey, welcome back to Pete Plays. I'm trying something brand new, trying a little series called PetePaints. And I'm just going to paint something. I'm not Bob Ross. I'm not great at painting, but I've really started to enjoy it. So I am painting on just a little itty bitty 3x3 canvas with cheap acrylic paints that I got at Walmart and little paint brushes that I got in a $3 pack at Walmart. And we're just gonna have a good time. This is a Bumblebee Betta fish. My son's betta fish, Jeremy, recently passed away, and I have decided that in memory of Jeremy, I'm gonna paint him a little picture of a Bumblebee Betta, and we'll put it up by the aquarium when we get new fish, and we'll just have a sort of like monument to all the fish that we've ever had. So we're gonna paint Jeremy. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not very good at painting. I just wing it, and that makes it fun. So here we go. I am gonna, man, I kind of don't know what to look at. So let's try to make his fin here kind of come down. And I just took this 3x3 canvas and I covered it in like a blue paint and then put like a little slate gray over it to give it a kind of like watery effect. And as you can tell, it's a little worse for the wear. It's got some rough spots from where dogs have licked it and where cats have stepped on it, because it's been a hot minute. Looks like this is going to kind of go off the canvas, and that's really okay because whatever. This is our painting. We can do what we want. This is our painting. We can do what we want to. I love that Miley Cyrus tune. It's kind of got a little bit of a lumpy hump there on the fin. It may be the fin on the other side, but I'm not entirely sure. The rest of it's going to come down here. That's kind of dark, so we're going to leave that for our like dark blue and black. I'm going to come up here and at least outline this fin in the yellow, because it's easier to go back over the yellow with black than it is black with yellow. Bring it all downtown. Great. Now, put our sort of fish shape here. I'm trying to see how well this shows up. This is just a little document camera that I have used in the past for Zoom teaching, just like online Zoom teaching. So it's nothing fancy. It's just like a little. It's like 480p. I think it's just a little dot cam. And I think it cost me like $20 because I wanted something I could use to have like a visual aid when I was teaching my classes, teaching. I like having something to write on. I'm a big fan of the chalkboard. I always use the chalkboard quite a bit when I do in-person teaching. So part of that is because I think there's a few reasons. I wonder if you can hear that siren. That means it's noon here in Steelville, Illinois. And that is the noon siren, which calls all the farmers in from the fields to get some lunch. You know, let's kind of actually try to make these brush strokes go in the direction of the fins. Yeah. So on the one hand, I like to write because it helps me engage the material. It helps pace me. I can sometimes go too fast because I get really excited about the information. And if you know anything about me, that should not be surprising to you at all. But also, pedagogically, what I am trying to do is to try to get the information to have to go through as many, I got itchy nose syndrome, try to go through as many sort of, I'll use the word filters as possible, right? As many forms. I want my students to hear me say it. I want them to see it written on the board. I want them to write it themselves. I want them to say it. So I'll sometimes do things where I have everybody say the same thing, right? Ba 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 da da, right? Have everybody repeat something. Have everybody talk it out. I will repeat myself over and over. I will say it in a sing-songy voice. I will say it quietly. I will say it loudly, right? The idea is just I'm trying to get that information to happen in so many different ways so that it, one, never gets boring, right? You just repeat the same information over and over in the same tone of voice and never write it down. You're always listening. I think it's easier to forget information that you only think of receiving in one medium. I just realized maybe I was covering up a bunch of the camera here with my hand. I'll try to be a little bit more conscious of that, but I've never done, I don't know if this is a painting tutorial. It's not really a tutorial. It's like a paint with me. Paint with me. We got his little down fin here. Paint with me. Days gone by. Paint with me. I want to paint. Here's two little fish who swam in my tank. Here's to Jeremy, his name was not Frank. Here's to him, and here's to you. All right, got our yellow there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back over this with my black. Uh-oh. I did not bring a paper towel, but I think that'll be okay. So let's get my black going here. It's okay if it smudges a little bit because they're, just in the way that we see it, there's a little bit of smudging. Kind of looks, right? Like the way we see edges and sort of like little ridges there. Boy, my hand's cramping up already. Can you believe it? Okay. Here's the front of the head of Le Jérémie. Yep. Little fishy face. And there we go. Beautish. It's done. We did it. We beat the game. Gonna kind of try to not do this too hard. Get some of these little tendrils in here. Just little bitties. Go. Now we got this down here. Just kind of dragging this up Just a loop, loop, loop. Just real light drag here. Speaking of light, I do have like a ring light on this painting, and it still seems a bit dark, but what if I hit the button? What if I hit the button? Oh, that's actually much better. I should have done that way beforehand. I like where we're going. Let's keep going. Kind of got this. He's sort of just, yeah, these little fishy ridges. Yeah, fishy ridges. Sounds like an aquatic country singer. Hi, I'm Fishy Ridges. I'm real excited to tell you about my brand new brand partnership with Gordon's Fishermen. Trust the Gordon's Fishermen. Really, you shouldn't, though. Like, if you're a fish, wouldn't you be like, ooh, no thank you, Gordon's Fishermen. You want to eat me. And you know what? If we kind of mess up a little piece, who cares? We're just having fun. This is kind of, I just want to kind of come back under here. Just kind of darken his underside a little bit. We'll get a little bit more of the sort of ribbage here. And we'll get in there too with some white, and we'll mix up some gray so we can just kind of keep texturing that, because the idea is I'm trying to like evoke that texture. I'm not going for anything super realistic because I don't really know how to do that. I'm just going for like, how does it appear to me in my mind when I think about it? Like, I've got a model, I'm going off of it and everything, but like when I think about what I think a painting would look like, what is that? And I know that sounds like a really weird, sort of abstract, dumb thing to say, but like, I don't know. What else am I gonna say? Trying to just kind of make this real light here, because I want a little bit of darkness here that I can sort of fade in later, and I kind of get my blues. It's a little bit darker, kind of up here. He has this kind of like dark patch here. It's real in the darkness. I believe in a thing called Jeremy. Just listen to the rhythm of my gills. A little bit more darkness here too. There's a darkness in him. Jeremy, there's a darkness within you. You must control it. That's fun. Okay, so now I'm gonna mix. I'm just gonna keep the black on my brush for binkies. For binkies is just my way of saying like for funsies. I made that up just now. Okay, I've done some kind of mixing here. Now I'm just gonna kind of like fill this in a little bit with some of this like real like dark gray blue kind of look, and it's already kind of filling in with the cerulean kind of look. That's already the background of the canvas. Just kind of getting in there and, you know, kind of touching these shadows a little bit. Because he's black and yellow, but there's a lot of blue in that black, you know? There's a lot of blue in that darkness. Which sounds like a very poetic way to say that someone is cruel and angry because they're sad. I just bonked the mic. Sorry about that. Yeah. That's nice. I like where this is going. This is really nice. A little bit kind of there. Now we are going to have to find some way to kind of detail these scales. And I've got some other brushes here that I'm sure you can hear me bonking around. Well, none of them are really as good as I want them to be. This one might be the one, but the one I'm using might be the one. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get into my white. But I'm going to keep that black and blue on there so that but mostly white. I want the white to take on just a like a grayish blue hint, you know? Maybe next time I will put a camera here. Maybe I can show you what I'm mixing. Yeah, there you go. Right, I'm trying to make it even whiter than that. Yeah. I want it to kind of match up with that slaty kind of blue there. But still have a lot of that white quality that we're looking for. And I'm just going to come in here and just kind of, yeah, just dab it. Just kind of scale it. And I'm going to be really light on the places where the scales are kind of in the darkness. Give it just a little bit of texture there. Go back to my paint. Turn right here. We got like a really strong section here. Right, got really prominent scales that, and then they sort of fade a little bit. Just strong. Go back, get a little bit more. Oop, that was a little big, but whatever. We're just having fun. Yeah, you know what? Not all scales are the same size. And this Bumblebee Betta has, honestly has some beautiful little imperfections here up on his headular region, you know? Just come up here. Give him an eye, but I think, you know what I might do? Just take this other one, this other brush, and just dab it there. Give me a little bit more. Just dab it there. Give me some power where that eye lives. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of darkens up, but we got a little bit. Ooh, that was a little too powerful. See if we can't back that off just a hair. There we go. That's okay. And then we'll just yeah. Oh, I like that quite a bit. All right. I'm going to clean my brush just a bit here. And there we go. And we're going to go back to our full white here. And we're going to put just a hint of yellow with some white. Make sure we don't get any blue in there, because that's going to make green. Yeah, yellow and blue make green. So we've got just a hint, right? Just a hint. Oh my gosh, there is a massive. That belongs to Teddy. He's a massive teddy hair there. And we're just gonna take this yellow white and just just la 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 la, just live it, just live it, just living a tiny bit, you know. Peter, what strategies of painting are you using? The one where I just do what feels nice. I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go. We're just kind of giving some life back to Jeremy for the, you know, the kindness and the wonder that he brought us for a few months. Jeremy was a good little fish. I really enjoyed getting to Henry's with his dad on the weekends. And I really enjoyed waking up on the weekend and getting to go into Henry's room in the morning and say, "Good morning, Jeremy," and feeding him. I haven't had fish for a long time, since I was a little kid. And it was kind of fun to get to like have a fish with my son, where we did something together where we talk about, oh, the heater is too hot, or like, you know, how do we keep the cat from getting into the fish food? The cats never really got into the tank. They never messed with the tank too much, but they got into the fish food because they just wanted to knock it off, like off he has it on top of his dresser, right? This is turning out nicely. I really like the way this is going. I think I want a little bit stronger, one kind of strong ridge of white here. But you know what? It can just kind of look however we want. And if you're wondering if I went to the Bob Ross School of Happy Little Accidents in my painting, then you're 1,000,000% correct. A little bit stronger in some of these sections. I went and got some yellow on my branch. And one thing I like doing is just really, really being like intentionally messy with how I mix my colors. Like not washing my brush a whole lot. That's something I've discovered as I've done a little bit more painting. I really enjoy not washing my brush, because then it kind of forces me to say like, hey, you're not in control of everything. You don't need to worry about how much of each color is on that brush. You can't control that. The colors are going to kind of live their life, and you are just going to be there with them as they live. And you get to enjoy their journey to the canvas. And that has been profoundly freeing to me, to just think about the journey to the canvas. This is not just the journey of my brain to like making something pretty or whatever. Sometimes I worried about that. I was like, oh, I'm going to paint something. It's going to be dumb. It's going to look bad. And like, honestly, sometimes I paint something and it looks dumb and bad. Like I'm kind of overdoing his fins here, but I'm just gonna whoop, 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 whoop. But the journey of the paint to the canvas is like just as significant as the journey of an image in my mind to the canvas as well. I want a little bit more texture up top here. There we go. I love that. Love that about him. So there's Jeremy. So we got a couple more things to do. One, we're gonna name this boy, because I want this series to always have a name with it so we can remember. And one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write his name backwards so that I don't run out of space. Jeremy. Okay. Jeremy fishing my tank today. Almost there. Get another E. Let's give that J at top. Jeremy. And I'm going to put my own little signature on it, just down here in the corner. I do with all my paintings. P. A. Whoops. This one's proving difficult. And oh, there it is. Jeremy Fish. Jeremy swims in my tank today. That's fun. Just a little painting, spending time together, hanging out. Thanks for sticking around for the first episode of Pete Paints. Hope you guys liked it. I hope to do more. We'll see you next time. Bye.